Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. This is Vishal Puri, your host of the podcast, or you can say your host and host. I don't want to say host and dost. I don't want to be that cliche. There's not much going on again in my life. Every time I do a podcast, it seems like everything that does usually go in my life stops because I can't remember anything or recollect anything that I really want to talk about. So, how's the opening going? Yeah, people say whenever I listen to a podcast, I get bored or I get very lousy in life. And to them, I say, why not? And then they get confused, like, what do you mean? Like, why not? And I say, why not? Lousy is fine. Getting bored is also fine. As long as you're not really, really getting bored or getting really, really lousy, there's this limit that you shouldn't cross in boredom and lousiness. And as long as you're not crossing that limit, I think you're fine. And that's what my content is here for. I'm your partner in boredom and partner in lousiness. Everybody is trying to make cool and a kind of very catching content in that space. And while doing that, what they're doing is they're ruining the moment. I say what I say in whatever comes up in my mind and in that particular moment, because it's all about the moment. It's not about, maybe it's a little bit about the craft. Maybe I can shape it a little better, but you cannot shape greatness. It shapes itself. That's like my forte. And if you really don't want to listen to me, then I'll just say that go ahead and listen to you, and I'm probably better than you. It's not probably. I'm 100% better than you. You fucking moron. Oh, I'm so sorry. What the fuck, man? In the moment, I just abused you. Anyway, so I was reading a newspaper today. That's something new. We don't have newspapers in the house. Like, we have stopped since the Godi media became a thing, and we stopped buying newspapers at our house. But for some reason, there was a newspaper on the table, and I just picked up and started reading it. And it felt strange. I was basically missing a samosa or something. When I pick up a newspaper, I feel like, where's the other half of it, like a samosa or pakodi, which comes with the newspaper. Anyway, so what else, man? There are deep things that I want to talk about here. I wish I can just formulate them. I wish I have some words for them. I wish a lot of things. All those things will not complete. See, another YouTube video just started while I was talking, you know. So, the next thing that I really, really want to talk about is, actually, I don't want to talk about anything, but I do have to talk about one thing, which is called anything. So, circling back to talking about anything, I'll say, what is karma? We say karma is like what you do, you reap what you sow, and that sort of thing. But I believe karma is you. Like, there's only you. There's no one else other than you. So it's just you. You are facing yourself, and that's karma. Uh, what else? I do fantasize about, like, very harsh BDSM sex. I don't know what is the problem with me. The other day, I was playing poker with my friends, and I lost a lot of money in my head because we were not playing for money. So I just got really scared that, what if I had been playing for money and lose a lot of money to my friends? Like, will I pay them or will I kill them and take my money back? It's always an easier option to kill. To kill whom, you will ask. See, if there's a. I'm not talking about humans, obviously. I'm not gonna kill a human. Are you kidding me? Had I been an animal, then I would have loved to kill a human, because I'm not. See, all animals are. They have, like, very speciesism going on. Most of the animals will hurt you because you are not their own species. Actually, animals will hurt you even if you are their species. I don't think they get this concept. Fuck, I'm boring myself again. Somebody has to ring a bell. Anyway, what else? What else should we talk about? Yeah, man. I do. Do you know I'm a filmmaker? People say, what? Are you a filmmaker? Yeah, man. I'm a filmmaker. So why don't you make films? Yeah, the thing is that there are so many films out there, and my ego just. I don't really see why should I make films? Because I'm a filmmaker. That's not a good enough reason. My identity cannot drive my actions. My actions have to drive my identity. So by that, I'm just a lazy guy. I'll take that identity because I don't do anything. But Yeah, I mean, you can say what do you want me to say? I'm a filmmaker, but I really need to know the why of it. I don't know why I do these things. Maybe that's the thing that I was saying, that I really need to know the why of it. Like, I really, really, really need to know what's the story I'm writing, where's the camera going to go, and why of it. Why is the camera here and not there? It cannot be just that I wanna see. Every time I try to look for a reason to make a movie or anything, and at the bottom of it lies just because I want to be successful, I want to have money, and I want to, and that reason is not good enough for me. And I mean, I'm not saying that I don't want those things. I do want those things, but are you sure that if I go ahead with that sort of reason, any work can be good? Because it all hangs in the balance. Everything is fleeting, so why do anything? And because you have to do something, because anyway you are doing something, so why not do the thing that you want? But all I want is to do make films, and but I don't want to make films just for money and success. So what do you want to make films for? I just want to make films. I mean, in a way, I can go the opposite side of it. Like, I don't want the money and I don't want the success, and I'll make films that I really, really, like, in a way that I will like it only if it doesn't make me money or give me success. We can program our minds in any which way, and that's the problem. Because then your will comes in the picture, and my will's not willing, bro. So I don't know what I'm rambling about, but I'm so glad that you guys are listening. I don't know why you guys listen to me. If you have listened to this podcast up till this point, man, I love you, but not because you have listened to this. Like I love you because you are retarded, and I love retarded people. Drop a comment in the box or whatever. Drop a box in the comment, but do something, man. Talk to me, yaar. Why are you so retarded? You should open up now. I think you should also make a podcast. We'll play podcast. I'm actually down. If you have listened to this podcast, I urge you to make your own podcast, and I will help you by listening to it, just like you are helping me by listening to mine. Make short podcasts, okay? I don't want to hear long podcasts, but I will hear your podcast. And what the fuck is a podcast? Like when I was 5 years old, or maybe even 10 years old, had you told me that you would be doing a podcast when you grow up, how, like, what is a podcast? I would have like snatched all your toys and taken it with me. Like, I would have left you dry. Talking about leaving people dry, it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling when you leave someone without any emotion. I like to spray some emotion, or get involved in their lives, make themselves involved in mine. I like that kind of relationships with friends, girlfriends, whatever. Even parents in some way. Not actually parents, because they are always ready to get into your life, and which is fine. They don't have a space. They would rather live my life than theirs. Everybody would rather live other people's life than theirs, and it's fine, because nobody's life is that important. And you might be well off if you live someone else's life, but there's no reason to leave your own life as well. You got to be involved in everybody's life, and a little bit in your life as well, otherwise it's problem. So anyway, now that I have completely bored you, and I will definitely post this shit, even though I have not made a single joke here, and I feel heavily insecure, because the thing is that jokes are also overrated now, man. Who cracks jokes these days? Like, what am I gonna do? Crack a joke and make you laugh? What's will it solve a thing? Then I will have to crack another joke. And about punching down. They say in comedy you don't punch down, like you don't make fun of the needy, you don't make fun of the person who is below to you in social class, or in social structure, any which way, in society, or in relationship. You don't punch down, you don't make fun of someone who cannot change that thing. Like, you cannot, like, I know you're getting it. You don't punch down on someone's quality, like, which they can't do anything about. They say this, but I think, like, in India, whatever we laugh at is punching down. And you don't want to punch up. Tomorrow you punch up on some fucking famous politician, and then there's a police at your house. So what? Fuck the police, motherfucker. Okay, that's been my time, and yeah, I didn't do good in life, you know, and I'm kind of, kind of sad about it. Sad and horny, basically. Have you been so sad that you get horny all of a sudden? I mean, that's like my default state, but sometimes I get so sad that I get horny, and sometimes I get so horny that I become sad. What is this thing with sadness and horniness? And what is it even, horniness? Who named that fucking feeling horny? Like, where are the horns? Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. The horn is in the. Ah, that's so funny. Okay, at least I make myself laugh. Take care, guys. This has been a lovely time talking to you. I wish you well, and don't send me any medical, mental, hospital bill after listening to my podcast. But it's all right. We traveled far enough. I'm pretty sure it's more than 10 minutes that you have been listening it, and I would never in a million years understand why you did that. But it's pretty awesome. Man to man, man to, and if you're a woman, then I love you. Take care. Bye.